Have you ever felt completely overwhelmed by life's challenges, like you're carrying a weight no one else seems to notice? Maybe you're struggling with loneliness, betrayal, or a deep sense of being misunderstood. It's a quiet pain, one that gnaws at your confidence and clouds your days. You wonder if anyone else truly understands what you're going through. What if I told you that this very struggle, this hidden pain, is not a sign of weakness, but the seed of your greatest strength? Most people spend their lives running from discomfort, avoiding pain at all costs. They seek quick fixes, distractions, or easy answers to escape the hard truths. But what if the real path to power lies in facing that pain head-on? What if your deepest struggles are actually the forge where your character is shaped, your resilience tempered, and your wisdom born? This is the secret that the Stoics discovered thousands of years ago, and it's a secret most people never learn. While the world chases comfort and fears hardship, the Stoic embraces it. They see adversity not as a curse, but as a rare opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more unshakable. This mindset isn't just philosophy, it's a practical guide to transforming your life from the inside out. In the next few minutes, you'll learn 5 Stoic laws that will change how you handle life's hardships forever. These aren't vague ideas or empty platitudes. They are time-tested principles that have helped countless people find peace and power amid chaos. Most people will never hear these truths, and that's why they remain stuck, overwhelmed, and vulnerable. But you're here now, and that means you're ready to step into a new way of living. So, ask yourself, what if your greatest struggles are actually your greatest strengths in disguise? What if the pain you feel today is the very thing that will make you unbreakable tomorrow? Let's begin this journey together. Adversity is often seen as a roadblock, a cruel twist of fate that derails our plans and drains our spirit. Most people view hardship as something to avoid, a punishment to endure, or a sign that life is unfair. But the Stoics teach us to see things differently. To them, hardship is not an obstacle. It is a training ground. It is the forge where strength, wisdom, and resilience are crafted. The Stoic mindset transforms suffering from a curse into a gift. At the heart of this transformation lies one of the most powerful ideas in Stoic philosophy, the dichotomy of control. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple truth shifts the entire focus of our struggle. External events, loss, betrayal, failure, are outside our control. What we can control is our judgment, our response, and our attitude toward those events. Imagine 2 people facing the same hardship. One sees it as a devastating blow, a reason to despair. The other sees it as a challenge, an opportunity to grow stronger. The first person feels powerless, overwhelmed by emotions and circumstances. The second person, the Stoic, understands that while they cannot change what happens, they can change how they interpret and respond to it. This is the essence of Stoic power. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very thing that blocks your path is the path itself. Hardship is not a detour. It is the road you must travel to become the person you are meant to be. Most people see hardship as a sign that life is against them, a reason to give up or complain. The Stoic sees hardship as a test, a chance to practice virtues like courage, patience, and wisdom. This reframing is not about denying pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about recognizing that pain and struggle are inevitable parts of life, and that how we meet them defines us. This mindset frees you from the tyranny of external circumstances. When you accept that you cannot control what happens, but can control your response, you reclaim your power. You stop being a victim of fate and become the master of your inner world. This is the foundation of resilience, the bedrock of self-mastery. So, the next time life throws a challenge your way, remember, it is not a punishment, but a gift. It is the raw material from which your strength is forged. The Stoic does not shrink from hardship. They lean into it, knowing that every struggle is an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become unshakable. This is the mindset that will carry you through the hardest times. It is the lens through which you will see your struggles not as burdens, but as the very source of your power. And with this understanding, you are ready to embrace the first of 5 Stoic laws that will change how you handle life's hardships, like steel forged in fire. Your character is shaped and strengthened by discomfort. Just as raw metal must endure intense heat and pressure to become resilient and unbreakable, so too must you face life's challenges head-on to build true inner strength. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is the crucible in which your resilience is born. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who ruled during one of the most turbulent periods in history. Despite his immense power, he faced constant warfare, political betrayal, and personal loss. Yet, instead of seeking comfort or avoiding hardship, Marcus embraced the difficulties before him. He wrote in his Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." His life was a testament to the idea that discomfort is not something to flee from, but something to welcome as a teacher. Most people today live in a culture that prizes comfort. Above all else, we avoid pain, seek instant gratification, and shield ourselves from anything that feels unpleasant. But this avoidance comes at a cost. When you refuse to face discomfort, you stunt your growth. You become fragile, easily shaken by life's inevitable storms. The Stoic, however, chooses a different path. They understand that discomfort is a necessary part of growth. It is the training ground where patience, courage, and endurance are developed. By deliberately stepping into discomfort, even in small ways, you prepare yourself for the greater challenges ahead. Here's a practical step you can take today. Start seeking out small discomforts deliberately. It could be as simple as taking a cold shower, waking up earlier than usual, or choosing a difficult conversation instead of avoiding it. These small acts build your mental and emotional muscles, making you stronger and more adaptable over time. Imagine your mind as a muscle. If you only ever lift light weights, it will remain weak. But if you gradually increase the challenge, it grows stronger. Discomfort is that challenge. It trains you to endure, to persevere, and to thrive when life gets tough. Most people avoid discomfort because it feels unpleasant in the moment. But the Stoic knows that the pain of avoidance is far greater in the long run. By embracing discomfort, you build a foundation of strength that no external hardship can shake. So, don't run from discomfort. Lean into it. Welcome it as a sign that you are growing, evolving, and becoming the unshakable person you are meant to be. This is your path to true strength. One of the most powerful lessons in Stoic philosophy is the dichotomy of control, the clear distinction between what is within your power and what lies beyond it. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who rose from slavery to wisdom, captured this truth perfectly when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." This simple yet profound idea is the cornerstone of emotional freedom and resilience. Most people spend their energy fighting against things they cannot change. Other people's opinions, unexpected setbacks, or the chaos of the world around them. When traffic snarls, a project fails, or a loved one disappoints, the common reaction is frustration, anger, or blame. We feel like victims of circumstance, powerless and overwhelmed. This reaction only deepens our suffering. The Stoic, however, sees things differently. They recognize that while external events are outside their control, their own thoughts, judgments, and actions are entirely within their power. This awareness creates a profound shift. Instead of wasting energy on what they cannot change, the Stoic focuses on mastering their response. Imagine this: you're stuck in a long, unexpected traffic jam on your way to an important meeting. Most people would feel their stress rise, their patience fray, and their minds spiral into frustration. They might blame the drivers, the city, or fate itself. But the Stoic pauses and reminds themselves, "I cannot control this traffic, but I can control how I respond." They take a deep breath, accept the situation, and use the time to practice calm or reflect on what truly matters. This shift in perspective is not about suppressing emotions or pretending everything is fine. It's about choosing where to place your energy. When you focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your attitude, your actions, you reclaim your power. You become the calm in the storm, the steady hand that guides your life regardless of external chaos. Practicing this law starts with awareness. The next time you face a challenge, ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, consciously let go of frustration and redirect your focus inward. If it is within your control, take deliberate action. This simple habit rewires your mind for resilience and peace. Most people live trapped in a cycle of blame and helplessness. But the Stoic breaks free by mastering this fundamental truth. By controlling what you can and releasing what you cannot, you build an unshakable foundation for handling life's hardships with grace and strength. Remember, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that shapes your life. Choose your reaction wisely in the midst of life's storms. When emotions rage and thoughts spiral out of control, the Stoic remains steady, like a lighthouse standing firm against crashing waves. This steadiness comes from one essential practice: presence. To practice presence is to anchor yourself fully in the here and now, refusing to be swept away by the turbulent currents of past regrets or future anxieties. Most people live trapped, in their minds, caught in endless loops of what-ifs and if-onlys. They replay painful memories or worry about what might come next, losing touch with the present moment. This mental wandering fuels emotional turmoil, making hardship feel heavier and more overwhelming. The past is gone, the future uncertain, yet the mind clings to both, dragging you away from the only place where real power exists. The present, the Stoic understands that true strength lies in mastering this moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." This simple command is a call to focus your attention where it matters most. When you are fully present, you see things clearly, respond wisely, and maintain calm amid chaos. Here's a simple exercise you can use, right? Now, to practice presence, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a count of 3. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. As you breathe, bring your attention to the sensations in your body, the feeling of air entering your lungs, the rise and fall of your chest. If your mind wanders, gently guide it back to your breath. Repeat this cycle 3 to 5 times. Grounding technique acts like an anchor, pulling you back from the storm of racing thoughts and emotions. It creates a space of calm where you can observe your feelings without being overwhelmed by them. Over time, practicing presence strengthens your ability to remain steady, no matter what life throws your way. Contrast this with the common tendency to ruminate on past pain or fret about future troubles. When you live in those mental spaces, you give away your power. You become a prisoner of what was or what might be, rather than a master of what is. The Stoic lighthouse does not control the storm, but it does control its own light, steady, unwavering, and clear. By practicing presence, you become that lighthouse. In your own life, you cultivate a calm center that no external chaos can shake. So, whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember to return to the present. Anchor yourself in this moment with your breath, your senses, and your awareness. This is your refuge, your power, and your path to unshakable resilience. Setbacks are inevitable. Life will knock you down, sometimes when you least expect it. Most people see these moments as failures, proof that they're unlucky, broken, or not good enough. They fall into the victim mindset, believing that setbacks define them and limit their future. But the Stoic sees setbacks through a different lens, as opportunities for growth, lessons disguised as obstacles. Take the example of Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers. He was exiled from Rome, stripped of his wealth and status, forced into isolation. For many, this would have been a devastating blow, a reason to despair. But Seneca used his exile as a time of reflection and learning. He wrote some of his most profound works during this period, turning hardship into wisdom. His exile became not an end, but a beginning, a chance to deepen his understanding and strengthen his character. You can do the same with your setbacks. The key is to reframe your experience, shifting from "why is this happening to me?" to "what can I learn from this?" This mental shift transforms pain into power. Here's a simple step-by-step exercise to help you reframe any setback. Pause and acknowledge the setback. Don't deny your feelings or pretend it's not painful. Recognize what happened and how it affects you. Ask yourself, what is within my control here? Focus on your response, not the event itself. Identify the lesson. What can this experience teach you? Is it patience, resilience, humility, or something else? Consider how this setback can prepare you for future challenges. How can it make you stronger or wiser? Commit to applying this lesson moving forward. Write it down or say it aloud to reinforce your new perspective. Most people get stuck in step 1, overwhelmed by frustration or self-pity. The Stoic moves beyond that, using setbacks as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Reframing setbacks doesn't mean ignoring the pain or pretending everything is fine. It means choosing to see beyond the immediate difficulty and recognizing the hidden value in the struggle. This mindset frees you from the trap of victimhood and empowers you to grow through adversity. Remember, every obstacle you face is an opportunity in disguise. Like Seneca, you can turn exile into enlightenment, failure into fuel, and hardship into hope. This is the Stoic way, transforming setbacks into the very foundation of your strength and wisdom. Imagine the eye of a storm, a place of perfect stillness, surrounded by chaos and fury. No matter how violent the winds or how heavy the rain, the eye remains calm, steady, and untouched. This is the inner calm. The Stoics teach us to cultivate an unshakable core that remains peaceful even when life rages around us. Marcus Aurelius, who faced endless battles and political turmoil, reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This power to remain calm is not a passive surrender, but an active mastery of your inner world. It is the foundation of resilience and self-mastery. Most people react to stress with anxiety, anger, or panic. They let external chaos dictate their emotional state, becoming swept away by fear or frustration. This reactive pattern only deepens suffering and leaves them vulnerable to life's storms. The Stoic chooses a different path. They cultivate calm through intentional practices that anchor the mind and steady the spirit. One powerful technique is journaling, writing down your thoughts each day to gain clarity and perspective. Seneca himself advised, "We should every night call ourselves to an account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted?" Meditation and daily reflection are also essential tools. Taking just a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focus on your breath, and observe your thoughts without judgment trains your mind to remain centered. This practice builds the mental muscle needed to face stress without losing composure. Another practical tip is to create a daily ritual of gratitude and acceptance. Each morning or evening, reflect on what you can control and what you must accept. This simple habit rewires your brain to focus on peace rather than resistance. Contrast this with the typical response to stress: reacting impulsively, ruminating on worst-case scenarios, or trying to control the uncontrollable. The Stoics' calm is not denial, but a deep, steady acceptance that allows clear thinking and wise action. Cultivating inner calm is not about escaping reality. It's about meeting it with strength and grace. It is the unshakable core that holds you steady when everything else feels uncertain. This calm eye of the storm is your refuge, your power, and your path to true freedom. By practicing journaling, meditation, and daily reflection, you build this inner sanctuary. You become like Marcus Aurelius, calm, clear, and unbreakable. No matter what life throws your way, this is the final Stoic law that will transform how you handle life's hardships, grounding you in peace and resilience. You've just discovered 5 powerful Stoic laws that can transform how you face life's hardships. First, you learn to embrace discomfort, understanding that true strength is forged in the fire of challenge. Then, you mastered the art of controlling what you can and letting go of what you cannot, reclaiming your power from external chaos. You practiced presence, anchoring yourself firmly in the present moment, steady like a lighthouse amid the storm. You reframed setbacks, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth and wisdom. And finally, you cultivated inner calm, the unshakable core that keeps you grounded no matter how fierce the storm around you. These laws are more than ideas. They are tools for transformation. They invite you to step into a new way of living, one where hardship is not a burden, but a path to resilience, wisdom, and peace. Remember this affirmation: I am unshakable because I embrace life's hardships. Say it to yourself whenever doubt creeps in. Let it remind you of the strength you are building every day. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 laws will you practice first? How will you begin to change your relationship with struggle? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your journey matters, and your experience can inspire others walking a similar path. If you found value in this message, subscribe to join our community of seekers committed to growth, resilience, and self-mastery. Together, we support each other through life's challenges, learning and growing stronger every day. This is your moment. Embrace it, step into your strength, and remember, you are not alone on this journey.